Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday night's live stream with me, Pete, and our guest, Tony from Basement Blues. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in. And following on from last week's comment of whether or not, yes, I will be having a brew dog as it's Sunday. It is 8:30. Have a sip, get a bit of beer in me. Oh, that's a bit spicy. We have Pete, as always, who is here. Having his Pepsi Max, even though he said he was going to be giving up the Pepsi Max. And we have
a couple of weeks.
Following on from last week, we had Dave from Durant Cinema from over the pond. This week, we also have from over the pond, but this time Tony, who is here. Welcome to the stream, Tony. Thank you so much.
I got my water.
Well, it's like afternoon over there for you, so last day. I'm back to work tomorrow. It's just
pace yourself, Tony. Don't drink too much of that.
Yeah.
You don't be having toilet breaks like Dave did. Again, so thanks for coming on, Tony. I know obviously you and I have been on with other Tony, so I'm quite happy to have you on this time without anybody having the same name. Right. So that was a bit confusing. I felt like Spider-Man No Way Home. We're like, you're 21, you're 22. No, I'm 22. No, I'm 21. So yes, thanks very much again for tuning in, even though I thought I'd sent you the link and I clearly hadn't. So I just said to Pete before you came on, I was like, I'll just send Tony the link just in case I hadn't.
I was fixing to message you and say, hey, where's the link?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
You can't get the staff,
Yeah.
It's coming from Pete here, who never sets it up. He just turns up, rocks up, and that's all he does. But yes, Tony, absolutely pleasure to have you back. As I said to Pete warming up to the stream, his collection is going to be put to shame with regards to yours. You have a full section of your home, the full basement area filled up with movies, which is basically like a walk-in Blockbuster, whereas Pete has just a room, even though it's double. I'm not putting you down, Pete. You have a good collection, but it's gonna. But yes, we shall go in. So there's a few comments flying in straight away. So thanks to all 15 people who's watching at the minute. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Some guy called Blue Red Bullet Brit says, here we come. So that was him. Yep. So we've got Matt H. Okay, so here we go. Hey guys, is there an exclusive American release that you'd love to own, and likewise for Tony, I'm presuming UK release, that you'd like to get? So Tony, you're the guest. Are there any UK specials that you haven't got that you'd like?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot. I do order a lot from Zavi and get a lot of the Steelbooks that I want. But there's some HMV exclusives that I would love to have that I haven't gotten any of. The ones that come really nicely in slipcover. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but there's a whole series of them.
Cine editions?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I would love to get I love slipcovers. I love different variants of slipcovers. So I've always been really jealous of those that y'all get.
So with regards to Zavi, because you mentioned it there, and obviously you said you order from Zavi, because I know that Zavi, have they got an American site as well?
They do, but I order from the UK. The UK site has what I want.
So can you log in from the? Obviously you can. I know because it's the internet. But do they charge extra postage then?
Yeah, they do. It's worth it though.
Because of customs and things like that, etc.
Right.
They can barely get stuff to us not dented. So how does your stuff turn up?
Like all the Titans of Cult stuff, I get all those. Any kind of Zavi exclusive steelbook, I always order from Zavi.
So what's the shipping time then from say release? Say it came out on say tomorrow in the UK. How long would it take to get it? 2 weeks or something?
Probably about 10 days, 10 to 12 days.
And have you had any damaged ones?
Oh yes. They've been much better. I've been ordering from them for over 8 years now.
Okay.
And it just gets better and better.
So what happens when you do get a dented one? How is their customer service with you?
Very difficult. Very difficult. They always want to give me like 15% discount on a damaged steelbook, and I'm thinking, well, a damaged steelbook's not worth 15%. I want to either get a replacement or I'd like to get my money back. And then they have me ship it back, and then they pay for the return postage once they receive the item.
Okay, so
it's very rare that has to happen.
I'm waiting on one right now myself.
What are you waiting on?
Was it not? Wasn't it?
Matrix, you said, wasn't it?
No, Mullen 4K Steelbook was
Oh.
one of my replacements, ones from an order that was lost. And when it arrived, it literally looked like a banana. It was like,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Would you like 10% off?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a collector. I want something that's not, you know."
Yeah.
I love it when you get spine cuts, and there was nothing wrong with the cardboard, so it went in there dented.
Exactly.
That's the part annoying that they need to. I'd love to go to Zabby's warehouse and beat the shit out of all of them. So do your job.
Or take away their box cutters, right?
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They've obviously come to Zavi in these big, massive boxes, umpteen copies of each movie.
Mm.
And then let's just go, right, there's one, put that in a envelope, send it.
Yeah.
Where's the kind of control? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they have a big old box full of all the steel books, and somebody just rips it open with the box cutter, slices it right down the middle, and then they take the sliced steel books out and package them for everybody without any, not thinking anything about it.
Yeah, it says to me that the people who work for Zavi are either on collectors or just don't care. Because if it's damaged, I would say to the manager or whoever's there going, we can't send this because that's clearly going to come back.
Yeah.
It's just... I mean, fair enough if it gets posted in the post, especially shipping overseas to you guys and all that. But for us here, when it's just kind of technically up the road as opposed to across the Pacific, it's or the Atlantic or whatever, it's just it's silly. It's silly. So yes. So
if I was a shareholder, you're pissing away that 50% profit margin by being an arsehole about it. You cut that. That's my profit margin for that entire series gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will come back. The postage, the customer service, the extra discounts you got to give will wipe out any profit we got.
Yeah.
If they're more careful, I used to run a Blockbusters that was the size of a car showroom. Yeah. So, and I used to work for Gain. The amount of stock levels that you go through with stuff, places like that, people want when they're buying and paying 50 quid for something, they want it to be perfect. It's not hard to be careful with your stock, but they just don't care.
Especially with their stuff, is a collector's type market. It's a collectible item. You want it to be in pristine condition.
Yeah. So I'm not going to pay $100 grand for a sealed Mario game when oh look, there's a big smudge on it. No, it's not going to happen.
Right.
They just don't seem to get it.
no, you're right because of Zavi. This is Zavi exclusive, Zavi limited edition. You can't buy it anywhere else, so they should make sure that it gets to that person in pristine condition, or at least when it leaves their factory or warehouse, it's in pristine condition. The post is fair enough for the post, but yeah, it's just silly. Speaking of funny things, my friend over here, Rich, contacted me today. He may have a slip for me for No Way Home.
Oh, that's good.
It's a homemade one because Rich over here, because we get like Italians and German imports and things like that, etc. I got the last duel on 4K over here because you can't get it over here. I had to get imported from Amazon Italy. So obviously the slip is all in Italian. So Rich just does it, photoshops it, sends me the Photoshop thing cut down to the right size, and it just slips in, and it looks like it's English. So good. Yeah. So he was like fiddling around. He said, and he just messaged me. He said, "Oh, I saw you were asking about this. I've got one. If you can try it. If you don't like it, and it's fine. It's just going to go in the bin anyway."
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah. So fingers crossed. It sounds silly. It's just a slipcover, but
Yeah. I mean, are they releasing a lot of things without the slipcovers over there now?
Not. It depends. I think that's the first kind of Sony / Disney / Marvel that hasn't come with one. A lot of Blu-rays are coming out without one. I mean, the most recent Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, it didn't have a slip on either a Blu-ray or 4K, I don't think.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of obviously who's and ha's about, well, it's just a slipcover, doesn't matter. You just want the movie itself, and I get that. I totally get that. But if you're paying, my argument is if you're paying £20, $30, $20, £30 for something, and you know that you can get one with a slip, then that's the full package. That's the complete. If you go to one shop and it's £15 with a slipcover, you got another one that's £15 without a slipcover. It's the same price, but you get a more complete item.
Yeah.
Did you get those in the US?
Yes, we did.
Did you get flips?
Yep. I saw last week. Did you finally did someone win all your prizes?
The prize is gone, but the three of my slip covers are gone already. I still got one. Still got 12. If anyone wants them, 12 of the slip covers. But no other bites on those. But it's just I don't do slip covers. Never have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At one point, I had like 600 of this in a box, and I was like, "No, I've got to get rid of them."
Yeah, I like the slips.
I'm the other way. I hate them.
But I mean, going back to ourselves with regards to the question that Matt's asked, the things that I don't like all these Target and Walmart exclusives that you guys get. You know, I mean, obviously Tony and I have messaged before about the Spider-Man No Way Home, etc. Because I love that image of him with his mask off, with all the TV screens and everything in front of him, and you've got that. But then I see also recently that Zavi have got pre-order Hacksaw Ridge Steelbook, which has got the
slip,
the slip, but it's like a see-through slip, isn't it? Which kind of covers half the image up. Whereas you guys had that about 4 months ago, I think it was, or something.
Yes.
And it's just coming out now. And then you guys had just had Cabin in the Woods with the plastic slip. Whereas the only steel we've had of that is the one I've got, which is like a gold and black kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
But yeah, I mean, like Dave Durant Cinema, he sent me that Terminator 2 and Total Recall one with the Arnie
the reverse.
Yeah, and that's the only one from America. I was like, I just love that image. I love that. Excuse me, but I think if I came over and I'm going to Canada next year, touch wood, and obviously it'll be kind of. So the only thing I don't like about Canadian Blu-rays or 4Ks is it has the French on it, and that really annoys me.
Yeah.
Because I've got two. I've got the Avengers Endgame when that came out. That came out in Canada before it came out in the UK. And my parents were over there anyway because my auntie and half my family live in the Toronto area. So I got them to bring it back, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it before everybody." Oh, it's got half French.
Yeah. I don't like having the double language on there. I just like, but if that's the only way I can get one that has a nice slip on it, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, where is it? It is right. Yeah, so you've got like, so if anybody who's watching hasn't seen it, so you've got, if I could see, you've got the camera. So you've got Endgame, but then you've got Phase Finale underneath it, and then obviously when you've got it on the spine as well, you've got it twice.
Right.
But still, it's a nice shiny kind of slip, you know. But it is what it is. I was lucky enough to get bought it for me, so I'm not gonna diss it or anything. But yeah. So yes, we'll have to come to a deal, I think, at some point in the future. Me, you, and Tony, with regards to getting some stuff. Because I'm guessing, have I got something to hand? Is it this one up here? Let me just.
While you're looking, Disney Club exclusives is what annoys me. I want to have every Disney. I've got everything that's available Blu-ray in the UK.
Yes.
But Goofy Movie and all that type of stuff. That's what really gets on my nerves.
Yeah, that is a shame. Why don't they do anything like that in the UK?
No, it's so annoying because it's not like it may be a small country. It's not like we're a small buyer or anything. Right. It's more than worth their while. Then again, they've shut every Disney store in the UK bar one, haven't they? So
yeah, they've got.
I used to work at one.
Yeah, they got ours closed down too. The Disney stores, for the majority. But I love the Disney Movie Club. I've got a humongous collection of those. That whole back shelf back there underneath the posters, those are mostly all Disney Movie Club and Disney titles. But I love anything to do with the Disney movies. I love those.
We don't even
know exactly where to burgle.
Yeah, you're gonna get a flight over there first before you can break into his place there, Pete.
Yeah. Oh.
Forgot about that.
I'm still gutted we don't have a Black Cauldron release in Blu-ray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
I love that film. I remember going to the cinema or theatre to see that. I loved it.
It's where Paul goes, ha ha ha.
Tony's got like 3 copies.
See, I actually collected all the Zavi Steelbooks that they did with the all the.
That's about £30 second hand. The Great Mouse over here at the moment. That's about 25 over here at the moment second hand.
Yeah, so I collected all of these. Anything that Zavi had, I got all the Zavi exclusive Steelbooks. for the Disney films.
Nice. So is it this kind of thing? Because this is the Eastern edition of Tenet. Is this the kind of thing that you're on about from HMV?
No, somebody in the chat mentioned it though. It's the HMV Premium Collection.
Oh, okay.
It has the slips on it.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm with you. So that'll be like
and there's some that's already
like these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I
think they're numbered. Are they numbered?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, anything with a number on it, I really like to have those. But I don't have a single one of those because we don't have them over here.
Didn't you used to have an HMV store in America? No?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe in Canada they did, but
that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure I bought. I'm sure I bought Fellowship of the Ring on DVD when it first came out in an HMV in Canada. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
The guy who owns it now is Canadian, isn't he?
What?
The guy that owns HMV now is Canadian, isn't he?
I've got no idea. You know more than me. That's random. Right, we'll quickly move on because to catch up with the things. Evander's here.
Hey,
Slayer reviews.
Speaking of Spider-Man, right?
Yep. One shot up here. Yeah.
Sorry, Claire, but if you do that pose one more time, I'm gonna have to cut your legs off.
Pluck them off. Last one, Shez is here, even though Marcus is here. Recently been watching 911, great drama series from the US about police and fire first responders. Now we asked Dave this last week. He says he's never watched it. Do you watch this one?
I do not watch 911, but there's a lot of other police dramas and shows that I do watch. But 911, for whatever reason, probably came on during a time where I was watching another show, and I just never got into it. But I've heard some great things about it.
And the only one that I watched, kind of like drama series, American one, was over here. It's called Court and CCTV, but it's basically about a murder that takes place, and the cops use closed circuit television to kind of trace that person's movements.
Yes, pretty
but
cool.
It's called something different. They've changed the name because if you watch it on Prime here in the UK, it's got a different name. But because we use through all our digital receivers or Virgin Sky or whatever, it's called something different.
Yeah.
But so yeah, what else I was going to say? What did we watch? No, that was something different. Yeah, we'll come back to that. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Steve's in the Heineken. Okay, that's okay. Okay, everyone. I'm just having the one Brewdog tonight, just the one. Not a sponsor. PTF from Playtando Guy. Ian Chapman, hope you've all had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Would be better if the children were here, but yeah.
I did a bunch of yard work this weekend. Yeah, the weather's finally getting warmer, so I've been out in the yard and just the allergies and stuff. I just dread the whole spring, summertime. But I like the warm weather, but I don't like it when it gets too hot.
Have you got what do you call it? You know what? Hay fever. That's the word.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, with all the pollen and the dust and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also getting that time over here where we've got to mow the lawn, which is I've been putting that off and putting that off and putting that off. Yep. I got away with it today because the wife was like, "Did you want to go out?" And I just breezed past that conversation. So
just like you didn't hear her say anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Just quickly move on.
I don't like gardening, but that's just because I'm a lazy bastard.
Fair enough. You know, be honest, Pete. Straight up. Blind with Tony looks like blockbusters.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
If you got friends or family who borrow a movie,
yep.
How do you keep track?
Okay, so to be honest with you, nobody hardly ever wants to borrow a movie from me. Never. They never even ask. But if they were to want to borrow one, I've got extra cases, and I would take the disc and I would put it in a separate case, and I would hound them. Yeah, I would just keep after them. Hey, are you done with the movie? Are you done with the movie? Are you done with the movie?
Yeah.
Just remember, guns are legal over there.
Yeah.
You're asking to borrow my child.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, Tony, I do exactly the same. It's like if I've got something that's either in the Steelbook or it's in a case.
Yeah.
That if a friend borrows me, like you have like a CD case or something like that, I'll be like, there you go, and then bring it back.
Yeah.
And then my parents have borrowed but they've borrowed Unhinged off me and some other one, and they've had it for about 3 months, and I'm not really bothered because it's my parents. But every time they come on a Thursday when they come to look after the kids, I'm like, "Have you seen it? Have you watched it yet? No. Have you watched it? No. Well, we've been busy. You're retired. You've got an hour and a half to watch something on an evening. What exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, especially with Unhinged.
Yeah, that was a really interesting movie, wasn't it?
But it was one of those where you didn't expect it to be really good,
Yeah.
and then it
Love
was.
the end of
It makes you think twice. It makes you think twice next time you're in traffic, not to honk at somebody or cut them off or do anything.
I'm more like Russell Crowe in that film. I think. You beat me, I'm gonna fuck you up now.
Yeah.
I think I watched it, and I was just watching it. I'm thinking, now, as you guys know, Gladiator is my all-time favorite movie. But I watched Russell Crowe on that, and I watched him on that. I'm like, you're enjoying the wine too much, Russell. You know what I mean? You've obviously, you buffed yourself up for Gladiator and Robin Hood, and then you've just kind of, it's not like Christian Bale who can alternate weight. Russell's just how he is. Funny enough, I had this funny. I don't know. I was trying to put the bed tonight. I'm like, and I was rewatching Russell. I was rewatching. I am still rewatching Gladiator at the minute. And I'm like, I wonder if I tweeted Russell Crowe and said, "Do you fancy coming onto a live stream?" 1, would he reply, and 2, would he come on? And if he came on, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would ever happen.
Who dares me to call him a fat bastard if he did?
Well, I don't think he'd be staying on.
You would do it, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Of course he would. Anyway, so Matt's mentioned the HMV Premium.
Yes. Thanks, Matt, for reminding me. I couldn't remember what they were called.
Go to Kermit's Ghost. He's got all of them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you follow quite a few of the UK YouTubers, don't you?
Of course, definitely I do.
That's why I wanted to get you on more often, because we always kind of recycle guests, and I always, for one of other kind of live streams, I want to get more.
I've actually done some group buys with Big Paulie. I've done some live streams with different people from the UK. We know Slayer's reviews. Of course, you. So yeah, I like to watch what y'all do.
I'm still drooling over what I'm looking behind you. I keep having to wipe my mouth. It's like, oh, look at that. Oh,
wipe the drool off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I think I had that many, I wouldn't have a dick left. My missus would have cut it off a long time ago.
I'm very lucky that my wife, it doesn't bother her. She doesn't give me a bit of complaint about it whatsoever.
Mine uses it against me. She's like, if you don't do what I ask, I'll smash it up.
Yeah, well, man, I'm lucky, I guess, because she doesn't never threaten me with it, but she gets to buy the things that she wants to buy, and this is what I like to spend my money on.
Yeah, I get that totally, because the people who want to go out every Friday night to go for a beer at a bar or smoke, who do drugs or have other collections, and if you can afford it, and the money's there to get it, it's a vice. It is a habit, but it's not harming anybody.
Yeah, the kids are all grown. Nobody's doing without it. I'm making my house payments, making car payments, taking care of everything, working a full-time job. So yeah, this is what I like to do as a hobby.
Exactly. It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Exactly. Here we go then. We've got you, Tony. What's your favorite Steelbook in your collection?
Yes. Anytime someone asks about what my favorite is, it really is definitely hard to figure out what would be the favorite. I really don't have any favorites. I do love what they're doing with the Lionsgate Steelbooks with the slips, like you were mentioning. I'm really enjoying those. I do love getting the Zavi UK exclusives that sell out. It's nice having a item that is out of print that nobody else is able to get. I kind of like having those type of items. So there's a lot of good things. I really don't have any favorites though.
What you got, Peace?
I would normally have just said Kick-Ass because I have 5 different Steelbooks of that.
Mm-hmm.
I only picked this one up a few days ago, but it's one I've wanted for about 3-4 years. Yeah. I just love the colour on it. It's so vivid.
There you go. Snap, boys. Snap.
Yeah, baby.
Funny enough, I think I have that, but it's up in the loft.
Yeah. See, everything's at my fingertips.
Except if we ask you to go and pick up the Disney Club Black Cauldron.
Do you want me to go get that?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I can get it.
I'll just let you see you go on your wheeled chair and just push yourself all the way to the end.
Yeah,
that'll be good. I mean, favorite Steelbook for me, I don't know.
Gladiator.
I do like my Gladiator one, but I don't think it's a Gladiator one.
Got to be that shit. The Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I'm jealous of that one.
Yeah.
I really like the Mondo Steelbooks that y'all get. We don't get all the Mondo Steelbooks that y'all have. So like all of the Marvel ones that y'all just had released here recently, I've been able to collect all of those. I really love the artwork and the art style of those.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So
what's nice about the Mondo as well is they do the same artwork on the disc. So it's not like you're just buying the case; you're buying the artwork on the disc as well.
Right. Exactly.
My favorite is the 300 Mondo. I got Lee one of those as well, didn't I? From Germany. That was a beautiful one. That was simple, really nice.
Favorite Steelbook? I've got no idea. I don't get that many Steelbooks, if I'm honest.
Is everything that you have right behind you?
Kind of.
Yeah.
He's a tiddler compared to us.
I do have a lot. I only have the one bookcase, and then I've got the one here, and then underneath the TV I've got my box sets. But that's it. I don't have. Say for example, if yours is like a Walmart, mine's a corner shop.
Oh, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But
collect what you want.
It would probably be. I think this one.
Oh yeah.
Because of
you got two different ones, didn't you?
Say again.
You got two different ones, didn't you?
Yeah, I got two different ones. Yeah, but that one, I like that one.
I've got that one also. And see, I see you sliding them in and out. There's no protection on them whatsoever.
Don't you start as well? I'll get this off Lee as well. But no, I don't put my Steelbooks in anything.
Wow.
Everything I have is protected.
Yeah, me too. See these bags? Everything goes in a bag.
Everything, even if it's.
Hey, the man's right. The man is right there.
If it's a Steelbook or if it's a slipcover, it goes in a bag. If it's not in anything like that, just a regular case like this, no, it don't go in a bag. But if it has a slipcover, I want it to be, I want it to at least look new for as long as it can.
So, does that? I wouldn't say bother you, but are you like, oh, I wouldn't because it was a Steelbook? Are you kind of like, that's okay if that's what you want to do, that's Paul. But if it was me, I never have. I just think if you're paying 25, 30 quid for a Steelbook, then you got to pay extra on top of that per okay.
But it's not very much extra. And does it not get scratched up when you're sliding them in and out?
No,
that's good. No. That's good. But you know what? Thinking about what I've got on the shelves, there's so many of them pressed up against each other and kind of tight. I think it helps with that part of it. Where if you have
these aren't like.
They're like 5 pence each equivalent for the price we pay over here.
I just don't.
Worth it.
I don't know. I guess it's each to their own, and to me, it's just that you buy it, you put it on the shelf. That's it. Jobs are good, and that's it.
It's like having your kid with no nappy. It's like, why would you?
I don't know. It's just I just never have.
For shame.
Yeah.
Actually, I do like my Transformers Steelbook as well, mind.
Oh yeah, that's nice. We have that one also.
That is yours.
Okay, from Shop Factory.
Yeah, because this is the one because I asked Durant to send it over for us.
Does he send you a lot of stuff?
No, he's only sent me. He was after. He was after something. I asked him if he could get his that. No, he said no. You got me thinking now. I think it's only been a one-off. I'm sure it's only been a one-off. Where it was kind of like, how much is that going to cost to send over here, Dave, including shipping? And then I was like, right, what do you want? And I'll send the cost equivalent over to you. So it's not like we're owing each other or anything. So I got them like Stinky Tuna's that horror trilogy. What was that called? That was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Fear Street.
Yes.
So I got that. I got him. He wanted a different cover for. Wasn't Jigsaw? It was. Or was it Jigsaw? No, it was Jigsaw. Yeah, it was Jigsaw 4K, and look, there was like it all more or less was the same price, and he sent me over the Terminator thing, Quiet Place Part 2, because I've got the Part 1 is American, so I want the second one to be the same.
Yeah.
And the Transformers. So Transformers, Terminator, and I sent him the equivalent. If I had expendable cash, I'd be like, you know what, Tony, I'll send you whatever you want. You order it, I'll order it for you, I'll send it over for you or whatever. But I don't have the ability to do that, which is because I want to help as many.
Yeah.
I just want to help as many people as possible if I can for over here. But I just don't have the facility to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Who is that?
That's my wife. She's leaving. So that's the garage behind me. That's where the cars are. So, but that's good. You know, if there was things that you wanted, you know, I used to trade with someone in the UK all the time, and then they finally took advantage of me and cheated me out of a lot of money, which is fine. That's that person. I'm done with that person. But people that I can trust and trade with, I'm all good about that. Have you ever heard of Masters of the 80s from the UK?
No.
He has a channel. Really good guy. His name's Tony also.
That's too many Tonys.
He's got a really good channel. He's about the same age as I am, you know, in the 50s, because I'm 53. And so we grew up in the same era. He likes all the old TV shows, all the old cartoons. He's really good about trading with us over here in the U.S. So if you find someone that you can really trust, which I would, of course, trust y'all, then trading with someone in the UK would be wonderful, because it'd be really nice to be able to get some of those items that y'all have. And same way with us, with the Scream Factory, the Shout Factory items that y'all don't have, Disney Movie Club items, you know, that would be something that would be really good to do. But it would have to be something like a stack, something that would make it worth sending.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's pointless just doing one-off. You know,
right.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check out Masters of the 80s. He's a really good guy over in the UK. We did a Schwarzenegger live stream a couple of weeks ago on his channel, where we discussed all of our favorite Schwarzenegger films. Masters of the 80s.
Masters of the 80s. Oh, not 90s. There we go. Masters of the 80s.
How many subs has he got?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
I think I've got it. 468. Is his logo like Masters in the 80s? He's got like a Ghostbusters Ecto Pack in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. You promoted him, and I've subscribed to him. We shall see.
Really good guy. Really good guy. You'll probably see the Schwarzenegger live stream that he posted 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I can see that.
Me and a group of good guys over here in the U.S. We're on a live stream with him. Really
top 10
really
all the Schwarzenegger films. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see you there. Yes. Nice one.
The Commando Steelbook over here, second hand, is 30 quid.
Wow.
That's painful. I want it so bad. That's a painful price for that, I think.
What was that, Commando, did you say? Sorry?
The Commando Steelbook over here is 30 notes, second hand.
Oh, you know, it's actually expensive over here now, too, because it's out of print.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a hard one. It's a hard one to have over here.
Do you find it? This is probably really silly, like, that because of we had a love for films, we then started a YouTube channel, and then you do your videos, and you get all this stuff, and then these little silly information nuggets pop in your head. So when you meet with your friends, like for me, example, because I live like an hour away from my like childhood friends as such, that when I speak to them, I'm coming out with all this new stuff because I'm doing the YouTube channel. Because my friend rang me the other day, he's like, do you want to go and see this artist? I'm just like, yeah, cool, we'll do it in June, yeah. And then I was going, and he was like, I said, have you seen the Batman yet? No, we're just having this conversation. I was coming out with all this stuff, and I'm like, you don't care, do you? He's like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
like,
they don't. Yeah, and I really don't have people. I think that's why I really gravitate toward the YouTube community, because I really don't have people to talk to about this. It's nice to have people that have the same interest as you, to be able to have a conversation about collecting, about the newest movies that come out. You know, have you seen the Batman? Have you done this? Have you done that? So it's really nice to have a community of people to be able to chat with, because people I know don't care anything about this stuff.
I know. I get you. I'll be at work and I'll be like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, well, I've got a new Blu-ray. It's just come from Arrow. Who are Arrow? Will Arrow
Yeah,
or kind of distributor who remaster it, never heard of it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just it's. I don't think they understand. So I was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then my cousin's husband in Canada, he put on his Facebook the other day that the Batman he's never going to get those 3 hours back in his life. I'm just like, what are you on about? It's a great film. And he's like, you're not serious, are you? I'm just like, yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everybody has their own different opinions about the different movies.
exactly.
Since YouTube,
yeah.
though, I've met so many nice people. You meet some arseholes as well, but I've met so many nice people. I never thought I'd do a meet-up. That Birmingham was fun as hell. You opening up the hotel door with your camera and it's like 3 other cameras looking at you. It was great laugh.
It was weird. That was weird that's why when I knocked on the door when I went up to see you, Jamie, and Big Paulie, I didn't take my camera. I was just like, that looks a bit weird with me like this, and you just feel like you're a paparazzi and go, get the picture. And I'm just like, no.
No, me and Jamie are never going to live down that planes, trains, and automobiles bit, are we?
No, well, you shouldn't sleep together.
No, well, it's so easy. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, going back to what you were saying earlier, is that Jamie sends over stuff to Preston, over in that Fat Samurai guy. So then Jamie gets stuff sent from him over, but because Jamie's like Jamie Powell, he subbed to Preston ages ago, so they have that relationship like you've got with the Master of the 80s.
Yeah, that's good.
So what we've got here. What's your favourite James Bond film, and which is your least favourite? Go on then, Tony.
Asking me.
Yep.
I can't think of a least favorite. I've been watching James Bond since the very first James Bond movie I saw in the theater that I can remember was a Roger Moore James Bond film, For Your Eyes Only. That's the first one I remember seeing in the theater. And then, of course, this last James Bond film that we just had, the last Daniel Craig James Bond film, I really enjoyed that. But as far as a favorite, recently, I think my favorite right now would probably be Skyfall. For whatever reason, I just really enjoyed that one. But I've really enjoyed the way that the franchise has gone with the Daniel Craig James Bond films. But I'm kind of interested to see where they're going to go next.
Yeah, because you're right. Because with the Johnny Craig one, it's a bit like the Marvel movies, isn't it? Whereas
continuation.
Whereas previous it was
storyline.
boom, 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 boom,
Right.
boom. That was it. What about you, Pete? Then
I've never liked On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I don't like George Lazenby, I think. But I can't separate Moonraker and Casino Royale, Daniel Craig. Those are my two favourite. I can't separate them. I've always loved Moonraker. Just because Jaws gets a bit, I just love that. But they're my two favourite. I'm happy to have them in 4K now. I just want all of them in 4K.
Yeah, me too. I want them all in 4K.
I think
ITV is supposed to be bringing all the Carry-On films over to Blu-ray as well. I want that to happen because there's only a few in there.
Would anybody buy the Carry-On films other than you and Blu-ray?
I don't care. I want them. I want them now.
I think for me, my personal favourite Bond film would probably be License to Kill. I like that one because I like Timothy Dalton. And GoldenEye, I really enjoyed.
Like in the cinema,
and then I also like You Want to Live Twice. That's probably my favourite Roger Moore. Sean Connery. I wasn't a big fan of Roger Moore. I thought he was too. He wasn't playing. He didn't play it real. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to do too many smart comments and things like that. And also he was getting too old for it towards the end when he did A View to a Kill as well. But yeah, I'd probably say License. It fluctuates. I mean, You Only Live Twice has always been there. View to License to Kill and GoldenEye, but I do like the new Casino Royale as well. So there's. I think above them all, Roger Moore is the worst Bond in my opinion. I think because I came into the first Bond I saw at the cinema was View to a Kill. And then obviously the last one was No Time to Die. But yeah, so there you go. Those are mine.
Yeah, lots of good ones.
We've got next. Got hi guys, hope you're all well and good. Nice to see Tony on the stream.
Yeah, thank
Very
you.
much. Brewdog not a sponsor. Yeah, I should really get in touch with Brewdog. I spend enough money off them. Do you get Brewdog over there?
Nothing I'm aware of, but I really don't know. I don't drink, so I'm not sure what we have over here and what we don't have.
I'm aware, and I could be wrong here, that they own a hotel in Manchester over here, and if you go to it, you can obviously pay for your room, but you pay so much extra, and you've got what do you call them? You got it on tap in your room.
Yeah.
So
They probably get a lot of business.
yeah, I think that's where I'm going to be going next year. I think.
This is Brad. Brad's a good friend of mine.
Okay. Category 3 of me. Hey guys, always glad to see. Yep, there you go. You bringing your entourage with you?
Yeah, I like to have people. What I like to have is people to learn more about other people in the community, other channels. So whenever I do a live stream, I like to invite other people to join me to meet these people. Just like when I watched your live stream last week, I met this gentleman right here with this nice collection. I've never seen any of his videos, but once I saw him on your channel, I went and subscribed to his channel while I was watching, right? And then I was able to see his videos and his collection. So it's nice to meet other people. So I like to invite people to watch as I'm on other people's live streams.
No, that's the whole reason, I think, because when I started out, Pete was my go-to along with Big Paulie and all that. And I said to him, did you want to start doing a live stream? And he's like, yeah, why not? Then we started it. And I think we kind of, I keep saying this in every stream, I don't mean to big myself up, but I think we kind of started in our kind of group, the kind other than Big Paulie when he did it on the Sunday, like kind of like every week, me and him as like a joint as opposed to on singular.
Yeah.
And then I thought, right, there's other people out there who have got new channels as well of the same topic, of the same genre. Let's invite them on so they can promote their channel as well as we can then create friendship and things like that. And that was the whole idea behind it all. And then I not randomly, but I thought, well, let's see if Dave will do it. And I just messaged Dave, and Dave said he'd come on. And then I asked Preston, obviously asked you, Tony, Movies with Sue. And it just, you're right, it's just getting people to know different channels.
Right.
You used to be so quiet though, because like when we first got talking, I put an advert on one of my videos of him, and he like just explaining what you were doing on your channel. You had about 100 subscribers, didn't you? Now he's surpassed me. He's got more subscribers than I bloody do now.
But I think that's on the back of me doing the live stream, so everybody subscribes to me because of the live stream we did together. I think. Plus, I'm better. No, I'm joking.
And really, I don't even worry about. I've been doing the YouTube thing for almost 10 years now. It's nice to have subscribers, but really, I just enjoy the community and meeting new people. I know a lot of people want to build their channels up so more people can view their channels, which is very understandable. But I don't really do it for the subs or anything. It's just more for the community.
Yeah, I don't make money or anything, but yeah, I like to see lots of people. People think different ways. Like I simply want to own it all, and it's a journey.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved in this house 5 years ago, I had 982 films, and in the last 5 years, I've now got another 3,000. Don't tell the missus that, but you get the idea. Some people go specifically for anime. Some people go for a specific full collection of a certain genre. I mean, my horror section is embarrassing. Everything else is good. I have hardly any horror, which I do need to change, but I need help with that change and advice. Perfect place to get it.
Yeah.
Perfect place to get it,
Yeah, since y'all don't have the Scream Factory or Shout Factory in your area, not able to purchase from them. That's where most of my horror movies comes from, is from Scream Factory.
One of my subs sent me the Halloween set from Scream
Factory.
Oh,
that's nice. Yeah, that's a good set.
I had a heart attack when I opened that one.
Right? Yeah, it's nice.
I couldn't believe it.
I think if the only Shout Factory released or Scream Factory, I always get are they one and the same? Scream and Shout.
They are. It's the same. Yeah. They just kind of separated out the horror stuff into its own little label, but it's all from the same place.
Okay. Is the Critter set? That's the only one. I think I think that's like $30 because there was that stage where I couldn't Not that I'm able to now, but if moving forward, I wouldn't have been able to get American Region A, Region 1 or anything like that because I didn't have a multi-region player. But then since then, which took me a whole day, even though it probably take other people a lot less, I kind of uploaded something onto my PlayStation 3, and that now it is now a multi-region Blu-ray player.
Oh, that's good.
So rather than going out and spend £300 on a 4K multi-region, I can just watch the American ones up here, and then I can watch the just normal. Well, I can watch anything on it here, but 4K downstairs, which helped with the recent Halloween sets.
Right. And I've got a multi-region player that I use because, you know, all the ones I get from the UK, most of those are Region B, and you know, there's no need to buy it if you can't watch it. So.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's going to collect dust on a shelf.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a viewer send me Expendables 1 and 2 in 4K, but it's one of the region locked Americans. 4K region locked. So I've got to try and pick up a multi-region player at some point. But I like my 4K player I got.
Yeah. So the most 4Ks are all region free, but there were some at the beginning that were locked, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
The most recent one, which I know of, which is region locked, is The Outpost on 4K. Because it was, I think it was Prime over here and then Blu-ray, but then you'd had to import the German edition because the American import is region locked. That's the only one I know of recent times.
All they're doing is curtailing their fan base. That is like, make it region free and you'll sell another 20,000 copies. What's hard to think about?
Right.
You know?
Everything should just be region free.
Exactly. I don't get it. I really don't get the reason behind it, you know. But that they probably just think we're giving it to the American public, we're giving it to the UK public, we don't need it. They've got their own distributors, we've got our own distributors. Why do we need to make...
Yeah.
There you go.
On that comment with Category 3 and me, he has his own channel too. He's really big into collecting boutique labels and horror titles and unique titles. So if you ever want to subscribe to him, he's got a really good. He just has started his channel just a couple of months ago. But he does a lot of live streams.
And see, Tony, you should be getting paid. Gonna come up. There we go.
He's he's got a small channel, but he just did get started. He tells you like it is. He doesn't tippy toe around people. He just, you know, he's out there, so he's a good one.
That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Exactly. If anybody else is watching this, some of these guys' channels with recommendation from Tony, and obviously if these channels are rubbish in your opinion, then blame Tony, not us, because he's the one endorsing them. That's all I'm just saying.
Right.
There you go. Another one for you, Tony. How is your collection organized?
So my it's all alphabetical, but it's separated out. On this long wall here, it's just everything, all my regular titles, alphabetical. At the top are my Academy Award gold slipcovers. They're alphabetized. I have a lot of collections of different slips, Universal 100 slips, Paramount Anniversary 100 slips. So everything's alphabetized, but it's in different sections. I've got all my Criterion collection over here to my left, alphabetized. I've got my 101 Films Black Label. I've got my just so many different. I got all my Scream Factory and Shout Factory stuff over here. I've got Eureka. I've got Kino Lorber. I've got, you know, I shop all over. It doesn't, mostly it's the UK and the US, of course. But I do have some things from Korea, I guess Nova Media titles.
So did you pick up any of the new Marvel 3Ds from them?
From...
Didn't Shang-Chi and Black Widow get a 3D release, but was only over there?
From Korea?
From Asia or wherever it may have been.
You know, I don't know because I was able to get that here. Usually I'll buy them overseas if it's something that's hard to get here in the States.
So are they alphabetized 4K and Blu-ray side by side, or those separated
No,
formats?
yeah, the 4K is separated from the regular inferior Blu-ray sets.
Yeah, I'm with you because all these up here.
Mhm.
So I mean, I know it's only one shelf and you've got like a shop, but I've got like all the 4Ks are up here, or in alphabetical order, and then I kind of took the box sets out of them so I can fit more and put them here, and then here is just all Marvel in 4K,
Okay.
and over there is Marvel in 3D.
Yeah.
And then and this bit here, that's like Lord of the Rings, and then underneath is just Arrow, and that's it.
Yeah. The US used to do a lot of 3D releases, but they've kind of stopped with the 3D. You don't see them as prevalent as you used to.
Yeah. My 3D TV broke, so I sold all my 3D, and it's about 450 films I sold.
Wow.
I wish I hadn't now.
My 3D TV is still kicking. We've had it for many, many, many years.
Yep, this one here is 3D. It was it was funny enough because I had an old 32-inch HD telly, and it was one of those where the power on button was on the top, but it got to the stage you pressed it, it didn't come on, and you're gonna really put it down for it to come on. So the wife was like, "I authorize you to get yourself a new telly if you want." I was like, "Right," and then I remember I took my mate in the car to go and get it and pick it up, and he was just like, "Mate, I've never known you drive so fast." I'm like, "I'm getting a new telly. We're getting there quick."
Nobody changed their mind.
I know, exactly. So I rang up. I was just like, I remember she was authorized me to get it, and then I got a credit card, and the day the credit card arrived, I rang up the shop and went, "Have you got this? And yeah, can you save this for me?" "Yeah, okay, great, fine. I'll be there in an hour." "Okay," and I just went and got it. And to be fair, touch wood, it's working still fine. It is there.
They're hard. The 3D TVs are very hard to get now here. I guess everywhere, right?
Yeah.
These new short throw laser TVs, they can do 3D, but it's just getting up. I mean, they're like between $3,000 and $5,000, but 120 image. So I just got to figure out how to get it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, luckily, if my 3D TV packs in, I've got the PlayStation VR, which will do all my 3D.
Yeah, 100-inch image in it. Yeah.
Yeah, without glasses as well.
Oh, without glasses?
Yeah, so you just put it on, and it's 3D. Don't ask me how.
Image in front of your face, and the 3D is really crisp on it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have it like a little telly, or you can have a big screen, or you can have it massive.
Yeah, that's good. The movie theaters here, they don't really even do the 3D movies anymore either.
Yeah, it's slowly dying here. See, I still like 3D. If someone said to me an option if you can watch normal, you can watch 3D, I'll go 3D every day.
Who's the main cinema group over
here? Odeon or View?
I think View I think it was a View. They just announced that by the end of this year, all of the cinemas in the UK are going to be laser projection.
Laser?
Yeah, they're upgrading them all to laser.
Is that in waiting for Avatar to come out?
Have you seen the preview of the Avatar 2 that just hit the net?
No.
It's about 3 seconds worth.
3 seconds.
It's all old footage. And there's like, that's it. And it's like a game, if you ask me. But
as many years as it's taken them to do these new Avatar films, they better be something else, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They better give me a blowjob because how bloody good it's supposed to be. I'm going to be just.
It's not 5DX, it'll be 4DX, Pete. You're not going to get somebody else down there on you when you're doing it. Quickly moving on from the blowjob comment. Do you still watch films in the cinema, Tony? Or it's all about you, Tony, here today. Well, it's true because you're the guest.
Yes, definitely. I love going to the cinema. I try to go at least once a week. I went yesterday and saw The Northman.
Right.
Have you heard about that?
Oh, yes.
Yes, so I saw it yesterday. Very good movie. So I love seeing the films in the cinema when possible. But at home, I watch one movie. I watch a minimum of one movie every single day. And this is my second year going. So every day I watch a new film. I love movies.
Okay, so 2 questions there. One, what film have you or are you going to watch today?
So repeat that again.
So today, what's the film for today?
So I have not watched the film yet. Today I'll watch it after this live stream. But during the month of April, I'm trying to watch all of the Sylvester Stallone films.
Okay.
So today is probably going to be either a Rambo film or probably a Rocky film.
Okay. And what did you think of The Northman? You liked it?
I enjoyed it. It's very dark, gloomy, um, brutal, battles, fighting, killing. It's just a really dark movie.
Because see, I watched the trailer for it and I thought I really fancy that film, but at the same time, I don't like The Lighthouse and I
Mhm.
don't like The Witch. Now, obviously, it's the same
Yeah.
director,
Right.
and that's why
Everybody that I've heard from say that this is probably his best
Are
compared to
you
those.
are you a fan of The Witch and The Lighthouse then?
Not really.
Okay,
Not really.
That's
because it was
very
the same.
polite. No, it was.
It was the same with the Green Knight. Is that I saw the trailer for the Green Knight and I thought this looks good, and I watched it. And I'm not a big fan of those what I like to call arty farty, where you'd have a picture of a tree. You've seen the Green Knight, Tony?
I have not yet.
Okay, so there's a part in it when the main character goes on a journey, and there's a bit where it kind of focuses on him standing up or something, and then it does this panoramic all the way around,
Hmm.
and it takes about 5 minutes to do it, and I was like, oh, God,
Oh, yeah.
get on with it, and it gets so weird, and I was just like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be. This
I
is
need to
all.
check it out. I did watch I did watch The Last Duel. Have y'all seen The Last Duel?
Yeah, I love The Last Duel.
Oh man, that was so good.
I
watched
didn't
it, yeah.
know that
You
was
didn't?
going to be the same thing from 3 different perspectives. I didn't
Yeah,
know that till I
me
watched it.
either. I had no idea. I love surprises like that. I love
But yeah,
that
I do like The Last Duel.
because everybody sees something differently. You know, their impressions, their thoughts, and so I really loved the way that they did that.
And it was a true story as well, which is even better.
Yeah, but yeah,
Plus-
as far as The Lighthouse, I need to watch it again because I had no earthly idea what was going on in that movie. I was
No.
so confused from start to finish.
yeah, I think I've reviewed it, and when I reviewed it, not anybody watches my reviews anyway. When I reviewed it, I was kind of like, Willem Dafoe, excellent. Robert Pattinson, excellent. The film, rubbish. That's all. And it was like a mermaid or something at the end, and then
Yeah, I don't know.
and
What
I was like, what? What is this film even actually about? I presume it's about 2 men isolated in a lighthouse. They go out of their mind. That's basically it.
Yeah,
I just couldn't get it. And then The Witch, I couldn't get into because of the old English language. And for me, it was a bit like watching Macbeth or Hamlet, and you've got them all that kind of the Shakespearean language, and that doesn't do it for me.
right.
Which is why I didn't. So I think of the two, I'll probably watch The Witch again, and then go from there. But I just did not like The Lighthouse. I just thought it was rubbish. I just thought, what have I watched?
I think you'll definitely like The Northman. I think it's a different take.
I think what I'll probably do is probably wait till it comes out on streaming or something similar, because I don't want to go and because obviously you can pause it, you can go and do something. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. But at least if you got the pictures or whatever, you can't. You're in there to watch it all, and I don't want to come out being trapped in there and then dislike it, and then even more because I can't leave because I want to know what happens, etc.
Yeah.
But I do fancy seeing it, but I just don't know when or how I'll do it as of yet.
Yeah, I think that's the big benefit of seeing the films in the cinema is that they got your undivided attention. You can focus on it. If I try to watch something at home, there are times I get distracted with the phone or with what's going on upstairs or whatever. So that's why I think I really enjoy going to the cinema the most.
Yeah, I think that's right. Why I'm glad I went to see. That's why I go to see. I used to go all the time with either by my own or with a friend or the next girlfriend every Friday or Saturday. Do you want to go to cinema? Yeah, we'll go. But then that changed, and now it's all more a case of I'll go when there's something like a spectacle's going to be there.
Yeah.
So it was the Batman. I had to see that day it came out, and then the same with No Way Home, and then before that it would be like 1917, Tenet, kind of a larger movie.
Oh yeah, 1917. And now you have Doctor Strange coming out.
So I'll go and see Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that kind of thing. Not a kind of a smaller movie like, I don't know, no disrespect to it, but the Lost City or that new Sandra Bullock one. I wouldn't go and see that at the pictures because that's nothing that would do it for me.
You know what Jamie did today, didn't he?
What's that?
I went to the new Sandra Bullock one.
Yeah, it's the Lost City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's got. You see with Jamie though, like Jamie. If you're watching this, Jamie, I could be wrong. Is that Jamie pays so much, and he can watch as many films as he wants in a month on a card. Whereas if I go, it's per film. So if I had that and I had the time, then I might. But other than that, I wouldn't bother. But it's still only like £5 a movie here. You know, that's it. But then you pay about £100 for all the food if you get there.
Yeah, I spent about 15.
Depending on 9 week wait, 9 weeks and you'll be able to get it in your collection.
It's true.
So between 7 in America.
What is?
Northman.
Oh, okay. What were you saying, Tony? Sorry, when you went to the theatre?
Yeah, so usually when I go, I spend about $15. That's for the movie and the popcorn and the drink. But if you go on Tuesdays, it's a discounted rate. So I usually try to go Tuesdays after work.
Okay.
But then sometimes if the time doesn't work out, then I'll go sit on Saturday morning.
See, luckily, every now and again, my mum and dad change their insurance, be it home insurance, life, whatever it'll be. And the people, they do it with send off vouchers. So I get like 9 vouchers at a time, which I think are just, well, they're not, yeah. So they print it off like that, and it'll just come up with loads of codes, and I'll use the code, and I'll just go to see the picture for free. And so I take my friend along. So it's like both going to go and see it for free. So we'll get the premium seats.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you go. Right, what else we got then? What's your favorite Harrison Ford movie?
Mine, of course. If we're just talking about Harrison Ford alone, or of course with the ensemble Star Wars films, the Star Wars films, of course, are my favorite. But I enjoy The Fugitive, and also probably is it called Regarding Henry?
Yes. Is that the one he gets dementia? No, he loses his memory.
Yes, I enjoy that one. Yep.
I liked
But The Fugitive is a good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think outside of Indiana Jones and outside of Star Wars, what it would be for Harrison Ford.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Not Panic. Why say Panic? Witness.
Witness, yeah. That's a good. Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah, and what's the other one as well? Frantic.
Frantic.
There were many around the kind of 80s, I think, is when he was at his peak.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was the last good one? Was probably Last Crusade? Was this probably the last good one?
Probably.
Or maybe Blade Runner 2049, even though he's only kind of technically a supporting actor in that role.
Yeah. Did y'all get the Disney film where he was like in the wild?
Yes. Call of the Wild, yeah.
Call of the Wild, yeah.
With the CG dog.
Yeah. That was kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, I own it, but I haven't watched it yet. I couldn't get over the dog at the beginning. I was like, it was pretty bad, especially when you've got like raptors. I know they were obviously from the 90s with Jurassic Park, looking so good, and then even though it's and this is bound.
Yeah, exactly. Good CGI and bad CGI.
I always remember I watched a film called Endangered Species, which has got Rebecca Romaine Stamos in it, and in there there's like they're on like a safari reserve, and they get. Have you got that one, Tony?
What is it called?
Endangered Species.
It sounds familiar, but I don't have it.
It's basically where their car breaks down in the middle of a nature reserve, like a kind of.
Oh, that's interesting.
With all lines and everything like that, set in Africa and all that. And the CG, I think, is it a baby hippo or a baby or rhino? It was like, that's the worst thing I have ever seen. The film isn't very good either. But yeah.
A lot of times y'all get a film and it's titled differently than what it's titled here. Yes. So sometimes there may be a film that's got a different title here that I don't recognize.
Yeah, one of my favorites was you called it Roadkill. We called it. What did we call it? You know the one that's like Candy Cane with Paul Walker, or it's a what was it called? You know the it's got Paul Walker, Steve somebody in it, and they've got the guy who plays. You what?
Vehicle 19? No.
No. It's what's it called? It's Roadkill. I'm sure it had a different name in the US, or it was the other way around. It's basically the guy, the guy who played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
Road Train.
No. It's hang on. Let me. That's always the one I remember. Different names it's got.
Joyride.
That's it. Joyride. Is that one? Yeah.
Joyride.
Joyride.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was called Roadkill. So it was Joyride for you and Roadkill over here for us.
Exactly. Yes. Hey, Big Paulie mentioned Air Force One. That was a great Harrison Ford film. Air Force One.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
I'm more outside the box. I enjoyed What Lies Beneath.
What Lies Beneath? Yeah, that was a good one.
Up and I like that one.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. You forget that he's. But I always think of Harrison Ford as being a bit of a knob, or like an idiot if you met him, or an arsehole if you met him in real life.
Yeah, I've heard different stories.
But there you go. We got here. Oh, your mate. T3 is a great looking steelbook.
T2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't. So when Durant Cinema sent you the T2, it was the T2 Total Recall double pack. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, jealous of that one.
It's just here, Pete. Do you want me to show you again, Pete? This one. Did you want me to show you again, Pete? No?
Mm-hmm.
And show him the Steelbook.
No, I'm not going to risk it. He knows where I live. I'll just leave it there.
Okay, yeah. You better watch out.
Yeah. I love that one. Because when you, like the...
Yeah, the pill in the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's pulling his skin off and everything. I love that one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Ooh. Only have a small collection, but I love it. Yeah, each their own, man. It's all good. Big Paulie, yeah. So we are, hang on, let me just have a look. Yeah, we're about half an hour behind the comments, so I'll catch up. Right, so hello, Big Paulie. Tony's here from Horror and Taj. Rich is here. Give a shout out to you before, Rich, with regards to the No Way Home. Slippy, maybe let me have a... well, I'm going to send this. What's your most treasured Blu-ray set that you own? I reckon Tony's going to go with that Harry Potter one.
Yeah, the Harry Potter one is a great one. I've got some really nice collector's pieces like the Endo Skull from Terminator 2. I've got the Predator head. I've got some really big collections, but I love the Harry Potter stuff.
Have you got? Is there a Puppet Master one as well?
Oh yeah, I have a Puppet Master trunk.
Yeah,
where it opens up and has all the movies. What did you say?
Have you got the Dexter head, that white head?
I do not have that. No, unfortunately, I do not have that one. Do you have it?
I wish, nah.
Yeah, I wished I had that too.
I always remember Cinema Sickness having that.
Yeah.
So what is this then?
It's just like a white mannequin head and it pops out the top, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like a spring. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And the same way with like the iRobot head.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of similar to that, the way it looks. It's just all white. It's
See,
like
I don't own any kind of things like that, I guess.
Yeah, I have just a few.
I mean, well, but I don't have anything. No, I'll tell you, I do. Look, there you go. I've got the One Ring.
Oh, that's nice.
That's it. But it did light up. Well, the battery's dead again. It did light up. That's all I've got. But with regards to the most treasured Blu-ray set, it was probably my 4K for the Middle Earth in that big box thing, Steelbook tin, whatever it is.
Mine's my Monsterverse set. It has to be what I got it for.
Yeah, or maybe my Monster Squad Blu-ray, because I love the Monster Squad, and that's hard to get.
Oh, is it hard to get?
Yeah, never got a Blu-ray release over here.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is bad.
And not many people know the Monster Squad either.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You going to say anything, Peter? You
No, I'm just happy with saying Monsterverse.
okay?
Monsterverse.
Yeah, you know the full Steelbook set.
Yes, very nice, isn't it?
Found it in a charity shop over here for 20 quid.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
They're
Yeah.
only asking 10, so I gave them 20.
Yeah, I got the Monsterverse, and I also did the Mad Max movie. Just-
Yeah, they were nice. I want the Rambo one actually as well because that's colourful.
yeah, it is. It's a nice one.
Are they doing the same with the Matrix?
It's all
They
white.
are. They are.
Yeah, it's on Zavi for a ton and pre-order right now.
Yep,
But have you seen the fourth one yet, Tony?
I have. I did. It was okay. It wasn't pure trash, but it wasn't necessary either. It just it just was. I watched it. It was okay, but nothing special.
I think I watched it. I thought the same as when I watched Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yeah, just unnecessary.
Unnecessary and like so many years too late.
Yeah, did y'all get Coming to America too?
Yeah, it was on streaming and it came out. I haven't
Yeah.
watched that yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun just to see the characters back again, but just definitely not necessary.
Wesley Snipes is funny in it though.
Yes. It was good to see Wesley Snipes again.
I mean, yeah, he's gone off the boil a bit, hasn't he? I don't know where he went to. Oh,
Prison.
speaking of that, gone off the. Have you watched that Val documentary, Tony?
Yeah. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was really, really, really good.
It's terrible. It's terrible what he's been going through.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the first time from watching that documentary I've heard him speak. So I don't know how he's going to be in the new Top Gun or what he's going to be doing in the new Top
Yeah,
Gun.
I don't know. That's coming out pretty soon here. Finally.
Yeah, I mean, it also with Val, you always thought he was a bit out there, didn't you? A bit wacky.
Yeah.
But then you forget how, and he was also thought of being hard to work with. But he still got all the gigs, really, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It's amazing how he was filming during those times. It's amazing that he had the camera with him during all these movies, and it was nice to see that behind the scenes.
Yeah, especially with Top Gun and stuff like because you forget that Val Kilmer was in Heat, so he's worked with De Niro and Pacino,
Right.
and he was Batman, and he was obviously
a lot of big roles.
Yeah, and then what was this? I was reading about Top Gun, where it was that Top Gun's is all about having entry into a gay man's club. That's what it's all about. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why they do all the volleyball with the tops off and everything.
Yeah.
And at the end, you can be my wingman. And shit, you can be mine, and that kind of stuff. It was just, I don't know, the things you watch online.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
Who was it who said it? It was just one of those things you see on Facebook or thing. Who was it? No,
Yeah,
it was
on Facebook. It's true, right?
I think it was Tarantino who said it.
Oh,
like
really?
As like a skit. But yeah, if you Google, I don't know, I could be wrong. Quickly moving on. Hi Paul and Pete, thanks for your videos. You're great. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks Steve. Welcome. And Tony's good as well.
Thank you.
If you ever want to know what you can't get, Tony shows you because he gets all the American stuff. Here's look. Hi guys, I'm here watching. Just watched Uncharted today. Thought it was quite enjoyable film. Have you guys seen it yet? If yet, I haven't.
Yeah.
Tony, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I saw it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun movie, but it was a bad theater experience. I had a group of 5 young men in front of me. They were on their phones. They were talking. They were getting up and down. It was just a horrible theater experience. But for the movie, it was an enjoyable movie.
Because I think people don't like it because it's not like the game as such with regards to ages of the characters. Whereas Tom Holland's character is too young, and then Mark Wahlberg's character is too young as well.
It was a nice adventure film. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not really big into the game part of it, so that didn't take me out of it at all.
No. So, speaking of that kind of genre, I think they should bring a National Treasure 3 back. As if Nicolas Cage just does well with his new one, Unbearable Weight Of. They should do a National Treasure 3.
I would love to see that. I would think that I would think the Disney Plus would come up with a series or something for that.
I know they are doing a series with the guy who played his sidekick in it.
Oh, really?
But I don't know whether it's
3 is green lit. Riley's already signed on.
is that because you've got ear to the ground. You know that, Pete.
Pete's in the know. He knows what's going on.
Him and Nick Cage are like that.
German Steelbooks for National Treasures. It's 2 of my favourite films.
That's so good.
For the 3rd.
That's so good. Favorite Woody Harrelson movie?
So Tony, I was just waiting for you to pull it out from there, and if it's there as well, you're going to freak me out.
What's that?
I thought you was about to pull it out from his side right there again.
What, the National Treasures?
Yeah. I was thinking, if that's right next to him again. Yeah. Perfection.
Favorite Woody Harrelson movie then, Tony?
I thought he did a really good performance in Natural Born Killers.
Yep.
I enjoy him and Wesley Snipes and White Men Can't Jump. I thought that was a really fun movie.
Zombieland?
Or Zombieland.
Money Train.
Oh, yeah.
Money Train.
I'm sorry, Kingpin. I love Kingpin. Please tell me.
Yeah. Have you seen Kingpin, Tony?
Yeah, but it's been a long time.
I love that film.
Yeah, I was trying to think of another one. There was one with him and Demi Moore in it.
With Robert Redford.
Yes, exactly, where he would get money.
If Robert Redford has one night with his missus.
Yes, what was that called?
Indecent Proposal.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was a really good one.
It was good. I War for the Planet of the Apes. I thought he was quite good in that. Quite evil in that.
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
Are we not going to mention Let There Be Carnage then, no?
The what?
The Venom Let There Be Carnage. Not going to mention that one.
Yeah, we're not.
What else we got then? Well, here we go. So we got. I did enjoy him in The Highwaymen, the one about Bonnie and Clyde.
I never saw that one.
3 Billboards. He wasn't in it for very long.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie though.
Now You See Me. I like that one.
Oh, I did. I enjoy those.
Natural Born Killers. I would probably say I'll be with you. Natural Born Killers. I enjoyed. He was in Thin Red Line as well.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Natural Born Killers, which I haven't seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in that as well. Everybody forgets. If I actually, funny enough, I've got it to watch because I bought it recently. But yeah, him, Juliette Lewis. It's like quite a few people who are actually in that, which you forget. We've got Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, such a dark, depressing movie, though. You know what?
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think I might have to watch it this week. I have not seen this in a long. What year was it? 94.
What year?
1994.
I remember being at work, and I had to work the morning shift and I had to work the evening shift. And so I had time to see a movie in between. So I went from work to the theater, I watched the movie, and then went back to work. That's what I remember about the movie.
Didn't it go through a stage of people trying to get it banned as well?
Probably. So, yeah.
Because it's kind of like glamorizing
Yeah.
killing things and all that.
Mhm.
I always get similar between that one and California, the one with Brad Pitt.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Very similar. So what here? Matt's put White Man Can't Jump. Do you have all of the Criterion spy numbers?
I don't. I've got about 200 Criterion, but I don't have all the spy numbers. On the Criterion collection, I usually just pick what has been recommended or films that I think I would enjoy. I don't try to get all of the numbers. There's no way I could ever get all of those.
I always think sometimes Criterion collection flatters to deceive. I think you've got this big name like Criterion. Oh, this has got released in Criterion, and I probably own 3, which is The Irishman, Come and See, and Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, those are great. What I like about the Criterion Collection is the availability of some of the harder to get type films. And I enjoy the old westerns. I enjoy the old black and white films. And so that's really what I gravitate toward for the Criterion Collection.
I think for me, I'd go towards Arrow more than towards
Yeah, I love
Criterion.
Arrow also. Mm-hmm.
But again, with Arrow, they sometimes flatter to deceive. Well, you see that? The sort of bit?
The July release list is Raging Bull 4K and Raging Bull Normal.
Yep.
Virgin Suicide 4K. Drive My Car in 4K. Devil in the Blue Dress 4K. Summertime. And Okja in 4K.
Yep. I'm excited for all of those.
Never mind that. The biggest release, 26th of July, isn't it? Dog Soldiers 4K.
Yes, I got mine pre-ordered.
Finally.
The thing is, right, it's like £40 over here, £40, obviously, on Second Sight official store with the box set.
Mm-hmm.
But it hasn't, but then you've got to pay like so much delivery. Whereas if you go for like Zavi or Amazon and HMV, it'll probably be free delivery. But so I don't know if they're doing it to other retailers or not, because I don't really want to pay the £4.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like the box set, but then you can't buy it separately. It's either the 4K or the Blu-ray, and the only way to get it combined is in that limited edition bit.
Yep, that's the way they get you. But you know, I order a lot of stuff from Second Sight and have to pay all the shipping, but it's worth it just for the nice job that they do with these releases.
I can't wait to see that in 4K. I might have to bite a bullet and.
Yep, I've got this edition.
Okay, is that Scream Shout Factory?
Scream Factory.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to have a nice box set.
That is probably the most British horror film that I've probably seen, because they've got very British accents in it, as in like regional accents in it. With regards to the guys who are out on operation, the Scottish guy, and there's a guy who's got an accent very similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
When she goes like, "Move your arse, soldier," and he goes, "Oh, I love it when a last talks dirty, Sarge." So yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. My favourite part of that film is when he goes, "You'll have to knock him out," and he hits him. He says, "Knock his out, not knock his out," or touch me up with something, because he hasn't knocked him out with all these cuts. I love that. Oh, then at the end, when you hear the sword scraping along his tooth, goes right through me. It's like a nails down a chalkboard.
So you enjoy the movie so much, you definitely should get the Second Sight release.
Right,
If you have that many good memories of it.
No. I've got the DVD. To be fair, I do have the 4K on iTunes already, but I don't think that'll be the Second Sight like restoration as such. But yeah, let's quickly move on. I don't want to get into I'm going to buy this, that, and the other. Let's quickly. Gary's here. Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Big Paulie.
Doctor Strange. I'm excited for that one. That's going to be amazing.
It's going to take Spider-Man No Way Home and people from different multiverses into something different.
Yeah.
And it's Sam Raimi. I can't remember the last time Sam Raimi did a big blockbuster.
Right, it should be really good.
It was probably Spider-Man 3.
White Vision in it as well.
White Vision's in it? What, from WandaVision?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, have you been watching Moon Knight then, Tony?
I have, yeah. I really enjoyed the first episode. It kind of went slower after that, but this last episode that I just watched from this past week was really good.
See, I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, it's good, but I've got no idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
But you know what? With a lot of these shows that they've been doing, these Marvel shows, the payoff at the end is usually pretty good.
Yeah, I've enjoyed every one apart from WandaVision. I just did not like WandaVision. I thought it was slow.
It started off slow, but it really got good. I enjoyed the way that it ended up.
Hawkeye's the best one so far, hands down for me.
Loki, I love Loki. Gotta be Loki. Can't wait for season 2.
No man, it's Hawkeye all the way.
Well, they've cancelled Hawkeye. So what's that carrier?
I enjoyed Hawkeye. I thought that was really fun.
They had to have a filler that sets things up, because you've got the end of Endgame, and then you've got the end of Black Widow, and it just nicely ties it up between.
The comedy, the whole thing was just really fun.
I thought Florence Pugh is great in that.
Yeah.
She's so good.
She was. Yep, it was nice to see her character fleshed out.
Yeah, it's actually like, Kate Bishop, if I wanted to kill you, you'll be dead now. Just sit down. Have some noodles. And that's my worst Russian accent ever. I apologize.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll quickly move on from my Russian. Yeah, what were you going to say, Tony?
I was trying to think of a show that I watch, Killing Eve. Killing Eve.
Now, the wife likes that. I've never watched it.
That's what that character kind of reminded me of.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was in something. She was in Free Guy, wasn't she? Yes.
I don't know.
You seen Free Guy?
Yeah, but I just don't remember a lot about it. I wasn't. I enjoyed Free Guy, but I just wasn't a big fan of it. And like I say, I see one movie every single day, so a lot of the movies I've seen.
So obviously the actress who plays the Russian kind of girl in Killing Eve is the one who plays the main female lass girl in Free Guy.
Okay. Yeah.
What you got there, Pete? Nobody can see. Oh, Free Guy.
Free Guy. Yep.
Yeah.
I love Free Guy.
It's just my talent is so good. Well, Roddy said that.
Can't wait to see that. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be really good.
I just want him to go. Go again. Just your typical Nicolas Cage.
That flying kick that he did on Wogan all those years ago. As long as he doesn't do that.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
That was for like Raising Arizona. Oh, I love Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's him and Holly Hunter. Awesome.
How about Moonstruck? Did you enjoy Moonstruck?
I haven't seen Moonstruck.
Oh, you should see that. It's on Criterion.
Of course it is. That's probably why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but
that's the other thing. Like the Before trilogy, I own it. Never seen it, but everybody bigs it up saying it's so good. Have you seen those ones?
I need a tattoo that says that. I've got so much I haven't watched.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing but good things about the whole thing.
Exactly. I'm like, should I exchange it or should I buy it? I mean, should I
watch
sell it?
Watch it.
I should watch it, yeah. It's like the House of Gucci. I really want to see the House of Gucci.
I still haven't seen that yet either.
Because I could take some things in and get exchanged and I could get House of Gucci. I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, Pete, Cobra Kai Season 3 is £8 now in CX.
What is?
Cobra Kai Season 3.
Ooh.
Just thought I'd tell you that.
It's a fun show, isn't it?
So I sold it again.
Yeah, of course you did.
I've owned it twice.
Well, I tell you what, how many are we behind many comments? I don't want to get too behind. Oh, no, we're all right. Here we go. Tell you what, Tony, we'll do another 10-15 minutes and then we'll end it there. Is that all right?
Yeah, you can get through the comments.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do. I'm hoping. What was the most disappointing Blu-ray or 4K in terms of picture quality, in your opinion?
I know a lot of people talk about T2 having a really bad picture. I did watch it recently again. I watched it last month, and it wasn't. I'm not saying that anybody's wrong, but it was okay to me. It didn't look terrible. It was watchable. But a lot of people complain about the picture quality.
Do yourself a favour and watch the T2 3D, and that will change your opinion.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
The version of T2 is amazing, and I can't believe I watched it in 4K as well. There's just no comparison. The 3D it's so crisp, and then the 4K is so buggered. Really shocks me.
Ghostbusters 1984 on 4K.
Really?
Not the best. See with Gladiator, now and again I go, oh, but other times like, is it really that much difference?
Yeah.
I try to just keep them on Blu-ray unless I get a review that goes, this will be good. So it's either a film I really like, which I'll just get the best of, or
right.
It's like it. But also there's that thing there. I didn't realize this until of late that it's like when you get a telly and you used to like say a 32-inch TV, and then you get like a 60-inch and you go, oh, it's massive. But then after about a week, you become accustomed to it being that size.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same with like when we had DVDs to Blu-rays, you could tell the difference, but then you get used to it and you go, well, that's what I expect now because TV shows are now all going to be in the same 1080p resolution, so you get used to it. And then 4K comes along, and it's not that big a jump from DVD to Blu-rays to 4K. But I think because I watch something on 4K all the time, and then your eyes get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched I think I always remember two things. Is when my friend came around and we watched Alien Covenant because he'd never seen it before, and he was like, "Oh, you can tell that's 4K." I was like, "Oh, right, okay." And then my friend came around last Monday, Patriots Day for you guys, and then we watched No Way Home, and there was a bit at the very beginning where they get arrested and there's trucks coming out of stock, industry stock, whatever it is, and he said, "I thought I was looking out of a window there because it was that clear."
Wow.
And I was like, "Really?" But I was like, "But I'm used to it."
Yeah,
so,
you got used to it.
So you get used to the crispness of it. But yeah, for me, I guess Ghostbusters is probably the worst, and then Blu-ray wise, I don't know. They don't do very good. I don't know. I don't think I've got a bad Blu-ray.
There are going to be some changes coming though, because you heard of IMAX Enhanced, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Disney Plus do a set of the Marvel films in IMAX Enhanced, and I think the problem that you have is with all TVs, like you have shit 4K TV, good 4K TV. The nearer that you can get to that, the better quality will be. I have a very good TV, but even the quality of IMAX Enhanced going through that TV shocked me how much better it looked than 4K. And that they're bringing it onto the 4K disc format. They're putting IMAX Enhanced onto it. There was talk this week in the press about it. The difference in quality is palpable. In Doctor Strange in IMAX Enhanced, smack your ass. It really is. I mean, double vision and all that. It looks brilliant, and definitely better than normal 4K. So that's what the next big push up it would be. But you've got to have the equipment that it's going to run it good as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you get yourself a 4K Toshiba TV for 500 quid, 65 inch. It ain't going to look as good as my 65 inch. You got to put your money where your mouth is with when it comes to the technology, I think.
Yeah.
But just look out for IMAX Enhanced because it will surprise you, definitely.
I just like a bigger picture. That's all. If they got the ability to do it like Disney have with IMAX Enhanced to make it bigger, just release all the 4Ks like that. Just do a full screen picture. That's just me. I don't like black bars and top bob.
Well, I'm aiming for a 120 inch TV at the end of my move. Where we're going to move, I will want to accommodate a 120 inch picture and 2 rows of chairs. That's what my aim. It could take me the next 3 years to get there, but by the end of those 3 years, and I hit age 50, you can damn be sure that I will have what I want. I'll probably have no balls left by then because she would have ripped them off like a paper towel, but I'll have what I want, and I'll be ready for these format increases and stuff like that. Because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't go out as much as I used to because of what's wrong with me. And this is my passion. And I understand the technology. I mean, if I was working right now, I'd be building home cinemas. That I would have got my senior qualifications and everything by now. That's what I would like to do with the rest of my life. And I mean, my cousin, last time I saw my cousin was like a year and a half ago, and he got 4K telly, and he was so excited about it. I didn't have the heart to say to him, it's like, it's crap. Because it's like this many nits, and it does this and does that. I said, yeah. Why didn't you talk to me first? I could have got you 10 times better for 100 quid more. And I read about this stuff all the time. It's just like, don't believe all the hype. Talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. Go to Richard Sounds, for God's sake, because they know what they're talking about.
No, that's where I got my 3D telly was from Richard Sound.
Yeah.
I
mean,
right.
John Lewis aren't price matching anymore, are they?
No.
So, Richard Sounds, they won't get big.
I'll go through the comments now. Pete, is that all right? Have you done your little rant now?
Hey, it's not a rat, mate. It's not a rat.
I know. Right, F4, so I'll go through that. Joyride, as well as before. Patriot Games and
Yes.
Danger. Yeah, Jack Ryan stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
I love
do you
that
guys
page.
follow Keith at Euphoria Pictures? Yep. I'll follow Keith from day one. Do you know Keith?
I'm not familiar, no.
There you go. Euphoria Pictures. No, he's over in Ireland. He gets all the you know how we mentioned earlier on about the mannequins and heads and
Oh, okay.
things like that. He does all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
love his collection. Oh, he's
you
got
do.
beautiful stuff behind him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Val and Tombstone. Yeah, there's Dog Holiday. Yeah. Fear of Val Kilmer for him is Tombstone. Steals the show.
Top secret.
Top secret.
I think. Have you finished Killing Eve?
I'm trying. I've got this current season's recorded. I just haven't sat down to watch them yet. I've only watched the first episode of this last season.
Maybe.
I've watched about
Hollow Notes. Hollow Notes is another good guy. He's in a lot of the live streams that I go to.
Hey, tell you, man, you are bringing on your entourage this evening, aren't you? Or this afternoon, or whatever. Love it. That's what I like to see. Well, that's, isn't it? Because people like you, or like you as a person, or like your videos, they'll go, well, where's this person going to be? Well, it's not pre-recorded, and then maybe I can ask them a question.
Right, yeah.
And that's what it's all about. But Roddy said the same there about Ghostbusters 94. 4K is disappointing. And Big Paulie said that it's £6 CX now for Cobra Kai Season 3. There we go. But yeah, that's all the comments, so I'm quite happy with that. We managed to go through all those. So what we'll do then is we will call it a day there, because me and Peter try to stick the hour and a half, so it doesn't go over. We don't want to have it like too long
or anything.
it's quality over quantity there, Tony. That's what it's all about. Quality. So before the three of us go, if there's 90 people here watching, is anybody I want to ask Tony any more questions? Now is the chance. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Nope, none there. That's fine.
We're done.
So thanks again, Tony, for coming on. I'm 100% going to get you back on if you'd like to.
Yeah, very nice. I really appreciate y'all asking me to be a part of it. I really do enjoy your channels. So it was a lot of fun. The hour and a half went by really quick.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was almost like the first 15, 20 minutes. You're like, well, how long is this going to go for? We don't really know these people. But then it kind of does. You just start chatting about things that the passion comes through and the conversation starts flowing.
John, I just noticed. You say our subscribers don't matter. You got 6,500.
Who?
You.
Me.
So 6,520. It says.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not about the subs, it's about the personality.
Yeah, and I promise you, I don't focus on how many subs I get. I really don't even pay attention to it. But whenever I do put out a video, I'm always in conversations with the people that, chat me up on Instagram or comments through the YouTube video. I always like to engage with everybody. So I think that probably helps.
Yeah, I think if someone comments on your video, I always, whether it's a yes, thank you, no, thank you, or thanks for watching, or something, I always want to make sure that, even though I'm not have 6,700, 600, whatever it'll be, you have that relationship and conversation with the individual. Because they've took the time out to watch 5 minutes of their life to watch you, so the least you can do is take 2 seconds to say thank you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're fucking swimming pool bastards.
I know.
Somehow, aren't you?
Exactly. But yes, anyway, we'll leave it at there. Thank you very much again, Tony, for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll let you finish enjoying the rest of your Sunday, whereas me and Pete will probably go to bed now. Oh, hang on. Matt wants to know if we're on Letterboxd.
Yes, I'm on Letterboxd under Toy Collector, ToyClectrr. Toy Collector. That used to be my old channel name way back when. But I log every film that I watch on Letterboxd, so definitely check me out there. If you look at the bottom of my videos, in the description, I'll have links to all of my social media accounts.
Your boy Masters of the 80s just subbed to me, so thank you for that.
Good, very good. Good guy.
Yeah, I have to catch up on his videos as well. I've got so many to catch up on, I'm just going to sit here and go through those.
I know. You get to that stage where you're like, I'll just leave it a few days, and then you're like, oh, God. It starts off, I think, for me on a Tuesday. And it starts with Durant, then movies, then Tony, the new Tony.
Gets busy.
Yeah, because obviously yours comes out on a Tuesday, and then ours come out on a Monday, etc. But yes, anyway, right, I'm babbling now. Right, so we shall say goodbye. Thank you very much again. I'll keep saying thanks to Tony. I've said it about 3 times. I think you get the idea.
Yeah, thank y'all.
But yes, we'll just see next week. Pete, we have got another guest. I haven't told you who it is, have I? No. Next week we've got Aidan from that Movie Insider who's on next week. Another one, like you said, Tony, I like bringing people's channels up. I mean, he's not that far behind us. I just like he hasn't been on the stream before, so I like advertising. So next week we've got Aiden's on, and then we're free after that. So we'll see what happens after that. But yes, again, I'm going to go. But thanks, Tony. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I mean, you can stay behind after this, but invite everybody else.
See you in the lobby.
Yeah, stay in the lobby. Yeah, right. Bye.